What is up?
Not much, man.
What's going on?
Just
Uh,
getting off work and stuff.
how's the job going?
It's good.
Mm. We got two eyes looking at us right now. Ain't nobody saying nothing though. Hello,
Hello.
you catching me? Yeah. Top 10 found footage. This is actually pretty rough. It was very hard. But before we get into that, tell me, tell everybody all about the job, man, because we haven't been doing this for a minute, and it's because you've been working and shit.
Yeah,
How,
just
how is it?
yeah, it's pretty good. It's got its things, jobs. They always have this something, but
Right?
overall, probably the best job I've had.
Cool. Hey, man, what you're doing, you getting paid pretty good, and hey, as long as you like it, and you're getting the hours, that's all that matters. We got
Hmm.
Prism in the chat. What's up, Prism? Thank you once again. One of the three most loyal people that we have,
Oh, definitely.
um, along with my fiance. My fiance's in there too.
Yeah, your fiance.
It's my fiance, She did. Gretchen Jar, my baby. Hello, baby. How you doing? And the other one would be your brother, my youngest, my 15-year-old, which I'll be mentioning here in a little bit. Except for he just doesn't say anything.
Yeah, yeah. He just
Mr.
kind of
Antisocial.
in the shadows, man. He's like Nosferatu. He just kind of hides in the shadows and watches you.
Yeah, he's actually threatened to say something here soon, and we're still going to do what he wanted to do here in the future. Remember, he's wanting to do that deep dive review of Seven, like his two or three favorite movies of all time. So, hey, we also got Heroic Waffles. What's up, Waffles? Thank you for joining us. Also, James Guy, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. This is my son. This is Drake King. Also, his real name is actually Brandon. That's James Guy. All right, man. So, what kind of time did you have coming up with this top 10? I
It
have a
was
bitch of time.
interesting. I'm just gonna whip through my honorables real quick because it's an interesting list.
Oh, okay. You want to get that out of the way? I was still shooting shit with you for a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Well, you brung it up, so I was just like, hey, I'm at least gonna read these off for a second.
Right.
Paranormal Activity, A Girl Like Her,
Oh, I forgot about that.
The Gallows,
I was surprised that's not on there, man. All
Creep,
right. Creep. I forgot about that one too. Some bitch.
As Above, So Below,
Wow, I'm surprised that wasn't on there either.
Apollo 18,
You're shocking me, man.
Troll Hunter,
Oh, Troll Hunter's badass.
The Houses October Built,
I forgot about that one too. Son of a bitch.
Cloverfield, Hangman, Wreck,
Mm.
Wreck 1 and 2,
Wow, they're not in top 10. Amazing.
Cannibal Holocaust,
It's on the top 10 slap.
and The Atticus Institute.
Yeah, I forgot about that one too. That was kind of a sleeper, man.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's a movie, man. I like that one. It just
All
didn't
right.
quite.
First of all, let me say this is an honorable mention, but this is for your brother. It's one of his favorite newer ones, and he loves it all except for the very last scene. He hates the ending, the last broadcast. If you haven't seen that, check it out. I think it's on Prime.
Cool.
Also, another one is Unsane. I wasn't sure about the found footage aspect of it because I'm not sure if it's supposed to be found footage because it was made on like an iPhone to begin with.
It, it's kind of a half and half.
Right. Well, no, yeah. Well, but what I consider a half and half is Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. The reason it's not in there is because it's an actual movie. But remember, the first half is like that. You know what I mean? They're shooting. And guys, what we mean by found footage, our definition of our top 10 of found footage is webcam, CCTV, the actual found footage from phone or camera or whatever. All the anything that's not done with a professional camera.
Well, I forgot about Unfriended, so that'll go
And
in the
and
honorable.
and that they're playing like really happy. That's our version of that. So
Yeah, I'll throw
okay.
Unfriended into the honorable list too.
Wow, I can't believe you didn't put that.
I forgot about it.
Replace it with something else real quick if you want one. I'm telling them other mentions.
No, it's cool.
Honorable mentions for me, and I do recommend all these. Starting off with a really kick-ass movie called Searching.
I
As
finally.
above, so below. Exists, which is about Bigfoot, but it's really good. The effects are really good. It really surprised me. It is good. Um, Unfriended is also one of mine. Meadow Woods. If you haven't seen that, I recommend it. It's really delves into the psychotic mind, and really has got a good realistic feel. The Taking of Deborah Logan, which you read you read what it's about, and it comes off kind of hokey, but it's really not. It really kicks ass. And something and an unsung
Oh yeah, that's a
George,
good.
George no well no George Romero's Diary of the Dead. One that's not, I like it. I'm one of the only people that does. I do believe of the entire planet, but I like it. It's the only one he did. It's where he started over. Um, and he does it, as if it just started, and he does the found footage, and he does a really good job. My last honorable mention is Cloverfield. So now, you ready to get into it, or you any more bullshitting?
No, I don't really have any new news or anything.
All right. Well, I actually do. I started a new channel today. I decided anybody who's been to the channel knows the shit that I talked about how I was going to make a channel, and on that GoreAphobe channel, this GoreAphobe channel, I was going to be able to do everything that I wanted to do, anything and everything, every interest, and I was going to prove everybody that said that you couldn't wrong. Well, I was wrong, because doing that, I started doing the wrestling, and I think I alienated some of my horror, subscribers, and my wrestling thing started doing good, but then the horror shit started doing bad. So I've separated it. I have now made um, I have now made a wrestling channel. It's not showing up yet, but it is WrestleGoria. If anyone's interested, I will throw up the link, and please subscribe. And I've thrown over some of the stuff, some of the wrestling countdown, the stuff that we've done over there. It's in a playlist. I haven't made a video for it yet, but I will. All right, and here we go. Prison says unfriended one or two. The first one is what I was talking about.
Yes, because
I
I
do
don't.
like the second one. The second one, I think it's damn near just as good. But the first one is the one I was talking about. My honorable mention. Dark Prison says hello, Echo. Echo says hey. What's up, Echo? Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it. So watch 2001. Do you? Yeah. We're gonna start doing. We're gonna start with the Raw reviews here real soon. As soon as I can get up to the amount of subs that you need for the channel, we'll start streaming, and we're starting at May. I think it's May 12th, 1997, and we'll be doing the countdowns there too. So lots of different shit, wrestler bios, all that kind of crap. So all right, that's it for my news. Um, I'll probably
Another,
throw up the link anyway, because I'll just blow myself for a while and throw that up there. What?
another movie I forgot. I'm gonna throw in the honorables is The Gallows. I forgot about The Gallows.
Man, I'm curious what you're gonna have in there, because 3 or 4 of those I could have swore you was gonna have in
Wow, that's interesting.
So I'm curious. All right, start with your number 10.
The Blair Witch Project
Number 10. All right.
will be number 10.
The very first modern film footage movie. What I mean by modern is, you know what I mean? A lot of people thought it was the very first one. It wasn't. There was two that I know of before it. Fact. Anything to say about it, or
No, I can't remember the first time I ever seen it. Um, but
I'm sure I probably showed it to you.
probably either that or it was just one of them random tapes I found again.
Yeah, Grim's in the chat. Well, what's up, Grim? It says there's one called Wax. I really like about a guy who spends the night in a wax museum for a news show. That sounds good. We're gonna check that out.
Hmm.
I always like to give newfound footage a chance, man, because a lot of them are really good that people don't give. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. My number 10. It's very controversial. And about the last 10 minutes of it is extremely disturbing. It's not for everybody. And well, I'll talk more about it. It's called Megan is Missing. Anybody who hasn't seen it, be sure you can tolerate a lot before you watch it, because the last 10 minutes today is really harsh. It gets a bad rap mainly for the acting. I don't think the acting is that bad, and I've seen much worse in higher budget movies.
Definitely.
But and they say the kids, teenagers don't act like that. Well, a lot of teenagers do act like that.
Well, honestly, they were like right down to earth to the people I used to hang out with. Honestly, so
I would smack an asshole like that.
I have, trust me.
All right. Grim says, of course, one of the exhibits is a serial killer who maybe one can never be alive. Prism. Did you hear they're making a new Cloverfield sequel? Yes, I did hear about that. All right, man. How about your number 9?
Grave,
Number 9. Huh?
Grave Encounters.
That first one wasn't bad. No.
Oh yeah, I like the first one. The second one was
Well, the second one is almost just exactly like the first one.
basically, yeah.
That I don't know. I thought it was all right. The problem with it was it reminded me a lot of those shows, man. It was on Sci-Fi and
Oh yeah,
Travel Channel time.
Ghost
Where
Hunter.
they go to places that were supposedly haunted, and it was all a big bunch of shit.
Yeah, the one
You
that
know,
reminded me real good of was Ghost Adventures.
mm-hmm. That's like a steal right off of it, man. That's exactly what that is. The guy, no, I will give credit where credit is due. The guy that does the, the Grave Encounters or whatever, he's just like
Oh, he's
he
perfect.
should have had that job. You know what I mean? That guy should have been doing
Perfect,
that.
man. He is great. Oh yeah, I
I
love.
fucking hate him. I fucking hate him, and that means he was doing a good job. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that guy. He's great.
His actual Cloverfield sequel or movie they changed to Cloverfield into later, just like in the other two. Encountered them. All right, my number 9 is Troll Hunter. I definitely recommend it. It's foreign. I'm not exactly sure, but it has subtitles, of course. I'm not sure what, but your brother talked me into watching it with him because he is. He usually has. He very seldom recommended anything bad, and I ended up liking it a lot, man. These trolls, if anybody hasn't seen it, you get ones that are just like small, and then you get, oh man, they're huge anyway.
Yeah, it kind of
Troll.
reminds me of the Shadow of Colossus game. Yeah.
There's one of them motherfuckers that's like skyscraper or something. Um, Grim says, I really like Grim Encounters also. The sequel, not so much. Yeah.
Right, right.
It was basically exactly like the original, just without the soul, without the passion. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
First one was made kind of like passion, and the second one was like for the dollars.
it was a sequel just to be a sequel, you know?
He says it's going to be a sequel to the original, Prism says.
Really?
Cloverfield, yeah. So, do you know if it's going to be? I mean,
Is it going to be like an aftermath or?
well, I mean, it's a sequel, so not a prequel. So then, what about or is like Kent the Cloverfield or all those still involved there? Do they happen before? Does this one happen? Is this considered the first sequel to the instead of I mean, does it happen before 10th of Cloverfield and shit? Is what I'm saying.
Like 10 Cloverfield Lane in them, yeah.
Yeah,
I love that movie. It's a good movie.
that is a badass movie. Yeah,
Yeah, it's got my favorite actresses in it, too.
yeah, it is. I know. Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
I love Winstead, man.
It's Mary Elizabeth Winstead, isn't it? Yes. All right. All right. So you're ready for number 8?
Yes. The Sacrament.
Oh, The Sacrament's badass.
I
Now
love it.
that's
I still
now
don't own
that
a copy of that movie.
now that's Wingard, right?
Yes.
Is it Wingard or West or Ty West? Because those
They
two
worked on,
alternate so much.
I
Huh?
think that was a together collaboration. I think they did that one together.
Well, right, but I mean, on which one directed is what I was thinking. It seems like Wingard.
That uh, I'm wanting to lean more toward West, but it seems like a
Yeah.
Wingard.
Grim says Ty West. See, those two, if you know anything about Ty West and Adam Wingard, they alternate and they work together constantly along with the same actor. Prism said there's not much information. All is known is that the original huge monster is going to be in it, and it is not going to be found footage.
Oh, it's just going to be a straight up movie then. That's interesting. I kind of
Yeah,
like the found footage aspect of Cloverfield, though. I think it's going to
right,
take away some of the magic.
right. Um, uh, all right, my number 8 is the Blair Witch Project and Blair Witch,
Oh yeah, there you go. I
and
love
that
that.
is and that is done by Wingard.
Oh, Blair Witch is a Wingard movie.
Yes,
I did not know that.
there is, sure is, and I think it's done really well. It does not. People don't even give it a chance because what's funny to me is everyone loved the hell out of Blair Witch Project, and it was like so terrifying until they found out that until they found out for a fact that it was fake, and then all of a sudden I think they felt stupid
Everybody
because
dig it.
it was full. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah,
come on. It's like, how could you truly believe that it's that real to begin with? Because I don't know. I mean, I did for a minute. I mean, I won't lie, but once I sit and actually thought about it, I thought, look, man, if these people are actually missing, their family is not going to allow you to put their final moments on the screen for a movie. You know what I mean? There's no way they're going to give the rights to that.
right.
The last 30 minutes of Blair Witch, yes. So, all right, you're number 7.
The Taking of Deborah Logan.
Yeah. That
I actually just
that that
watched
movie,
that again.
that movie surprised me.
Oh yeah, I thought it was just going to be another one of those raunchy possession movies that just blow, but it actually ended up being okay. I
Yeah.
actually liked it a lot. Actually,
By the way, here first, let me go through. I something I forgot to do real quick. Let me do this real quick. Let me just flash up. Just because I damn it, I downloaded them and shit. So here we're
I
gonna look at Megan is missing. Here's my number 10. Number 9, 8, and all right. Okay, so where are we at?
7.
Deborah Logan. Okay, yeah. I wanted to put that in the top 10, but oh man, I wanted to put all of them. I mean, all but maybe a couple in there, man, because there's I think there's so many really good ones. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, yeah. All right, now I'm not gonna forget anymore, damn it. My number 7, la la la, is I blend it. Paranormal Activity, and I don't know whether to put most of the franchise in there or because that's a lot of good movies, and I think one of the better ones is the Marked ones. I mean, I
Well,
actually enjoyed that. Now it's either the end of 2 or 3 that I hate. It's the one or there's something about the witch bullshit or something.
Debbie 3.
Yeah, I did not like that ending part. I thought that was just
Place of when Katie and her sister are children.
right. Well, no, well, yeah, but isn't that also what the ghost dimension or something? Don't that happen at the end too?
Kinda.
Now
Yes.
is
Yes.
that then at the end of that?
Yeah, they end up
Huh?
in the time of. Yeah, they end up in the time of when it was happening.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it does end up there, but it was put together pretty good though.
All right. Okay. All right. What is your number 6?
Meadow Woods.
Meadow Woods. That's crazy. I recommend that for sure, man. Those basically what you got in this movie is you got these three misfits that and remember I showed you this. You got these three misfits and they got a camera they're carrying around. Well, there's one leader, the leader of the three is he's kind of a disturbed individual and he wants to know what it's like to kill somebody, you know, and eventually he ends up, you know, leading the other two into wondering and thinking the same thing. So then they start hatching out this plan to get somebody and kill them on camera, get to know them, befriend them, and then kill them on camera. That's what it's about. And the three are actually pretty disturbing. I don't know. I kind of think that the chick is the most disturbing one of the three.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think that chick was really killing people because she always got this look on her face like,
Yeah, she always thinking something weird.
yeah, she's like, yeah, well, they deserve to die. Why not by us? It doesn't really matter because we're not going to be around, forever anyway.
Yeah, and we
Like,
need to. Yeah, we need to make our mark on the world.
yeah, we need to make our mark on the world. We're going to do this. We're going to kill somebody. Like, whoa. Power of Christ compels you. All right, man. Now, my number 6 is Afflicted. Very cool. Basically, a vampire story. I was totally taken shocked by this movie. I read about it. It was on Prime. I read about it finally 2 or 3 years ago. I finally decided to watch it, and
Yeah.
I was very entertained. It's very good. Afflicted, watch it. Yes.
Oh yeah, horrible movie is.
Oh, yeah. I don't really want to talk too much about it because I don't want to give things away. Because in my opinion, any kind of anything you tell too much is a spoiler. So
Right.
I don't want to spoil it. Besides telling what it's about, okay, there's these two dudes. They're really good friends. Well, this one friend has been diagnosed with a tumor on his brain. Well, he doesn't know exactly how things are going to turn out. He's getting ready to go through, all this chemotherapy and all this kind of stuff. But before he does this, he don't know how long he's going to live. So him and his friend he has decide to travel and do all the stuff and go all the places that he's always wanted to go. So that's what they do. And obviously from that picture and the fact that it's one of our favorite horror, one of my favorite horror found footage, it obviously doesn't turn out really well.
Yeah, right.
Now, number 5.
It's afflicted.
Oh, is it? Go. You have one. You have one spot higher than me, huh? Afflicted.
Yeah, actually, it is. Yeah, it's afflicted.
Yeah, it's one spot higher than me. Yeah. Oh man, cool. Well, we already talked about that. So, all right, cool. That works. That works, man. That works. My number 5 is The Last Exorcism. And if you haven't seen it before, you think that oh my god, I expected it to suck ass. It didn't. It was actually very good. It's about it's about this preacher that's like he's like Georgia or something, right? So he's a Southern preacher. His dad was a preacher, and he's basically a phony that doesn't believe in exorcism. He believes it causes people harm, and he's out to um, show everyone that that it doesn't help. It actually hurts. So he does the full thing. He brings all the stuff to create the sounds and everything, and he's making a fortune off of doing these things, and he thinks that justifies it because he's doing it for their own good. Blah blah blah. Well, I'll leave it at that. Last Exorcism. I like it a lot. The second one sucks ass, but the first one is good.
Man, the third one sucks too.
There's a third one.
Yeah, there's the third one.
I'm
It sucks
glad
worse than the second one.
Well, I'm glad I didn't hear that one. Yeah, it's pretty good, and the guy that plays the preacher is awesome. His name is Cotton. Remember, his name is Cotton, which is perfect for a preacher. Yeah. Cotton. And the girl is a great. Huh?
I said you'd love to hate that guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, he does such a great job. And the girl is cool too, man. The girl does a great job too. All right, what we got here. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Prism. Creep is extremely underrated. Yes, if I would have thought of that before I wrote my top 10, it would have been there.
It was in my honorable.
I forgot about Afflicted. That's a good one. Oh yeah, it's easy to forget. That's why it's so hard to do these top 10s, man. Is because in these top 10s, inevitably, unless it's like 80 slashers and stuff, and even then, you're gonna forget about a lot of these movies, and then the other person that's doing it, if you're not comparing notes, like we don't, a person's gonna mention honorable mention or one of their picks, and you're gonna be like, damn it, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
So, I guess it was The Last Exorcism. Yep. If there were more, yep. Well, I mean,
you thought it was The Last Exorcism, but here's another one.
Well, it actually is.
This time, it really is The Last Exorcism.
Well, it is for somebody.
Definitely.
A few somebody's. Al's in the chat. Hey, what's up, Al?
Oh.
How you doing, Al?
How you doing?
Hey, what you doing now?
Oh, what you doing?
Hey, well, I guess this is with me. I'll call you back later. See ya. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it, man. All right. Since we're getting all off track, what's your number 4?
Megan is Missing is number 4.
Wow, you got that. Yeah, you got that. See, folks, he has a high tolerance for disturbing content.
Yeah.
which yeah, I mean, um, my, I told Gretchen, about, and she doesn't like any kind of assault like that.
That right, yeah.
She refuses to watch any movie with that in it. So I told her, I'm not gonna bother showing you, because last 10 minutes of that's hard.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely abrasive to the psyche, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what's funny about it. You talk about how bad the acting is. Well, I'm telling you, if the last 10 minutes of that, the girl that's in the last 10 minutes of Megan is missing. If people think she's a bad actor, then I don't know what to tell them.
I don't know why people give that movie a bad rap on acting. They just act like normal people.
Well,
They're not
there
really
is
acting.
some there is some shitty acting in it, but
Yeah, it's
I'm
mainly
talking
from
about,
that dude.
well, there's a couple scenes where Megan isn't exactly fantastic either, but the one that plays her friend, she does really good.
Oh yeah.
Um, all right, my number four. I am getting ready. Oh, first of all, also I need to see Megan's Missing. Yeah, if you have yeah, something else I fucking forgot. I don't. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Forgot a big one, man. There and right there it is.
Oh
Poughkeepsie tapes. That
yeah.
that would have been up in my top three or four.
Yes, yes, it would have. Blair
But
Witch Project would have never been on the list.
yeah, but Prism's right. Yeah, he's very disturbing. Probably the second most because of some scenes, but not quite as disturbing as that last part of Megan is Missing. Yeah.
True.
It, the reputation it has for being, for a lot of controversy, it earns it. Now
Big
this
companies
one,
even make that movie.
yeah, yeah.
You
Well,
have to go
they,
from somebody.
oh yeah, it's been banned and shit. I mean, a lot of places, and yeah, almost here.
Yeah, I
Um,
happen. We both happen to have a copy of that.
yeah,
Luckily,
yep. Um, where is? Okay, there it is. Now, my number four. You said number four, right? Okay.
yes, I did.
This one is one I'm just getting ready to show Gretchen here in a little bit. I'm gonna bring it in from the movie collection room. This is the memorabilia collection room, and then my movies have their own room. So you know, some people don't have their own fucking room. My movies do. It's fucking ridiculous. But I'm gonna
Got
show her this tonight. My second sight version of this.
Oh yes, yes, indeed.
Like
I about picked
that.
that up too.
That was, I think, volume three of the 8 Films to Die For series,
Uh,
and I was
uh,
really surprised for it. It's not so much a found footage as it is a mockumentary, but it's still qualified.
yeah, yeah. I need to get a hold of the first and second series of those. They're just getting kind of hard to get a hold of.
Man, some are good, some are bad. There's more bad ones than good ones as they go along. But the
Yeah,
ones
like
that are
you
good,
have-
the ones that are good are pretty damn good. Like
yeah, like you're never a fan of grave dancers that much.
no, I don't like Grave Dancers. However, I do like Penny Dreadful.
I
I like
love.
I like Wicked Little Things.
Oh yes.
There's a few of them. There's a few of them that I like.
You know, the children is supposed to be like a prequel to that.
You mean the British made children? That
Yes.
new That's a good movie, man. That's a sleeper movie.
Love that movie, man. That movie is awesome.
We need to do we need to do scary killer kid stuff, Tim, man.
Yeah, we do. I I brought it up before, Diggy.
Okay. Well, we'll do that soon, man. Yeah,
Uh,
we'll do that soon. Um, Prison say, oh, watch Lake Mungo.
Oh yes, indeed.
Has anyone mentioned the McPherson tape? I have not seen the McPherson tape.
That's interesting. Where can we see that, Al?
Al's got his own library.
Oh,
He's actually mentioned a few that, surprisingly or not, that I haven't seen. It happens, which is always cool. That's why we do this, is so we can help each other see stuff. You know what I mean? See stuff and everything that the other hasn't seen. That's why we do it, because ah, well, Lumberjack Man, your brother loves Lumberjack Man. Only not talk to eight from die for. Also, that one that's in that, it's not called Detention. It's called, oh my God, what is that? But I love it. Hold on.
I
I'll be
know.
right
I
back.
know Ted is in one of those.
Oh, it's called Suspension.
Oh yes, yes. I love Suspension.
Suspension is off that same volume of Eight Films to Die For.
Nice.
Shutter. I'll say it was on Shutter a bit back.
Ooh.
McPherson tapes. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah.
I know.
Has anybody in here seen Suspension? It came off that same particular eight. Suspension did. That particular eight wasn't bad, really. There was three or four good ones in there.
You know, it's funny. The original, the first line of Eight Films Die For actually had 9 of them.
Did they?
Yeah, they actually had 9. I don't remember what the last one was called they released, but they actually had 9.
Man, speaking of Lumberjack Man, that's one your brother wants, and it's actually getting kind of rare. If you look for it, if you look for the DVD or whatever on eBay or something like that, like it's out of print, of course, and you don't find it at like an Amazon or anything like that. If you look at eBay, man, people want like too much.
That's
You
why a
see,
lot of
particularly the first two I want to share found footage did it bad, and then remake the first thing. Quarantine's not terrible, but um, oh yeah. Definitely seen. I have seen the first two Rex.
I've seen them all.
Love both of them. I love how the thing I love about Rex is how they lead you to believe it's some kind of virus or there's some kind of zombies, and you come to find out at the end of part two that that's not it at all. Love that. I'll be talking about Rex here in just a minute. That's not a good sign, prison.
Oof.
He says I saw suspension, but I can't really remember it very well.
Oof.
Maybe you didn't like that one.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good sign if you don't remember a movie you've seen.
Yeah. What is your number three?
Yeah, but you were either hammered or it's just not a good one.
Or
But
just maybe just wasn't able to pay real close attention to it, or just sometimes you gotta watch something a second time.
right. Um, 3 is Hell House LLC.
I forgot about that one too. God damn it! See, there's a lot more found footage movies that I like that I thought. You know, look for the series on Blu-ray that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, right? Right? Exactly. Because the chick was out of print. You know what I mean? And what's funny is it could be the shittiest movie on the planet, man. If it goes out of print, and you got collectors and shit like us, you know what I mean? People just, you know what I mean? There's nothing that a scalper loves more than a cinephile movie collector, you know what I mean? So, all right. Now, we're in the top three territory now. And speaking of Rec, I am going to make this my number three is going to be Rec and Rec 2. Yeah. I love how you find out, you know what I mean? It was so unexpected to find out that it's actually like demon possession. You know what I mean? There's actually, you know what I mean? I was not expecting that, and I thought that was a really cool surprise. Really unexpected, but really cool. I thought it was going to be the same, you know what I mean? It'd be some virus or something. Just some virus, you know what I mean? A really cool boogeyman running around upstairs, too.
No, it is.
Creepy, squishy motherfucker, man. And it gets pissed. And it gets fucking pissed when you make noise.
Man, that's true.
I mean, it's rude, man. Um, Quarantine wasn't horrible, I didn't think. Um, it at least it had what's her name in it. You know what I mean? I can't remember her name, but she did she did Dexter and she did Exorcism of Emily Rose and I can't remember her name. I knew it, but I don't remember. Echo said I would love to do a deep dive someday on Rick. Yeah, yeah. But what's funny is you almost have to do the first two. You know, what I mean, that's the two, man. After that, I just don't think that they're all that great. But the first two are really good, and they fall at number 3 on my best top 10 footage horror ever. Yes, yes. First percent is a creepy monster, absolutely. All right, are we at your number 2?
Yes.
Let me.
Yeah, my number 3 was Hell House LLC.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I'm gonna put Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones. Wow. Okay. All right. I still haven't finished that. I passed out because me and my ex-wife were watching like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I ended up crashing out, and I missed about the last 10 minutes of it, and I still have not watched the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then I tried to show it to you after they did the same thing at about the same time.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't remember that time. Sorry. All right. Now, speaking of controversy, and understandable controversy. I understand because of this and that, but I like it. I try to numb myself to certain things about certain movies, but probably the most controversial found footage movie and one of the most controversial movies ever made happens to be the first ever documented found footage movie is Cannibal Holocaust.
That literally almost made it to my top 3.
Yeah, that movie. Anybody that doesn't know anything about the history of this, the creator of this almost went to prison for the murder of the actors of this movie. They literally had to go and show that they were still alive to keep this guy from getting
Yeah,
prosecuted.
they show up to the court to be like, "Oh, we're living. Okay,
It was that.
we're good. Don't
It
persecute
was
this
that.
man."
It was that believable. And for obvious reasons, that's another one that my fiance won't watch with me because, of course, we all see it, knows what goes on, and knows what happens in a couple different scenes in that movie. And
Yeah.
not to mention the animal cruelty and all that. You know what I mean?
Oh
Which
yeah.
they were. What when they do that shit with the food and shit though? I mean, the only thing I can remember is the turtle, right?
Yes.
But
They
anyway,
did a couple things to a couple other things too.
it's not something I like to just sit around and bullshit and watch on a regular basis or anything. I've only seen it twice, but it belongs at number 2 on my list. So, all right, drum roll. What is your number 1 all time favorite found footage?
Chernobyl Diaries.
Really? That's your favorite?
I love Chernobyl Diaries, man. You know how big of a buff I am on Chernobyl itself.
You're gonna shit when you see my what my number 1 is because you have not mentioned it. You completely forgot about it. Prism says it's kind of random, but never hiked alone. It's great. It should be part of the series. Yeah, yeah, yes, it should be. Actually, when I consider, I'm on Friday the 13th. I'm going to be doing a. Not sure who all is going to be in it with me, but I'm going to be doing a countdown of of the Friday 13th movies, and then the next night on my birthday on Saturday the 14th, next weekend, as a matter of fact, a week from today, I'm going to be doing the top 10 best kills in Friday 13th series. I mean, it's Friday 13th weekend and it's my birthday weekend. I'm taking advantage. So first night will be, and my point was, um, I'm including Never Hike Alone in the series. So there's not 12, there's 13. And it's not just going to be, Never Hike Alone. It's going to be combined. It's going to be Never Hike in the Snow. You know what I mean? That's going to be one movie. So there's going to be 13. Not 12, 13. If I turn, there's 13. All right. My number one favorite found footage of all time, or shot on camera, whatever, of all time, is Chronicle.
Huh?
Chronicle.
Oh yeah.
Chronicle.
Yeah. Yeah, that one completely blew past me.
You forgot Chronicle was cam found footage, or shot yourself type thing.
No, I just straight up forgot about it in general.
How did you forget about Chronicle? Look, there it is.
Yeah, I own it.
Chronicle is badass, dude. Chronicle is an awesome fucking movie.
Yeah, I know.
I love it.
Yeah, I just completely forgot about that one.
That's crazy. Should be ashamed of thyself. Yes, Chronicle. Mm-hmm. See, prison says Chronicle is amazing. One of the best superpower movies. Yeah. Um, that reminds me. Today I was looking through. I do not have Brightburn. I'm getting it very soon.
Huh. Yeah,
I
I kind of wish I didn't tell you what I was getting you for your birthday.
I need. Oh, I am. One.
That way you could have done a surprise unboxing or something.
I'm still going to do an unboxing of it, of course. But so don't say what it is,
All right.
because I want to be able to. Yeah. Yes. And yes, one of the best superpower movies, and in my opinion, best found footage slash cam.
I have certain problems with that movie.
Very good actor. Very young Michael B. Jordan in it. You certain problems with it. Why?
I just got certain problems with it. Just certain things bother me.
Hmm.
Just the whole bullying aspect of the movie. I just don't like it. Um, but yeah.
Oh, Brightburn kicks ass for.
Yeah, I can only watch that
Um,
movie certain times. Like I have to be in a certain mood.
but I've only seen Brightburn once, and I want to see it again. I loved it the first time. Remember when he was watching it? Remember
Yeah, that was a steak knife.
my ex? She didn't like it. She had a problem with it, and I did not understand why. She couldn't even give me a reason. Yeah, I just didn't like it. It's like, what do you mean? You never just don't like it.
Yeah, I've never watched the movie and been like, oh, I really don't like this movie. Why? I don't know. I just don't like it.
It drives me crazy when people do that.
Like I
And
own movies that I don't
and,
like.
and that happens all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's their way of just saying, hey, I just don't like it, so stop fucking asking me.
Right?
I just don't like it. Okay, leave me alone.
Like like I own movies that I don't like simply because I got them in like bulk boxes of
Right.
movies from like Facebook or whatever, and they just happen to have like 5 movies I didn't like, but I have them anyway.
Have you seen Winter's Bone?
I wanted to. I haven't seen it yet.
I have. I watched it for the first time a couple of months back, and I immediately after seeing it, well, I didn't immediately get it, but I thought about getting it. Well, a few days ago, I paid $5 for it, and it showed up today. It was either today or yesterday. Watch it. It's good, man. It's a earlier Jennifer Lawrence movie.
Where do I see that?
As far as I know, Prime, Tubi.
All right.
As far as I know, it's always on Prime, man. But I just want a physical copy. But I like it enough. I definitely want a physical copy. So,
Everything on physical copy
yeah, yeah.
because 1080p streaming is not 1080p streaming. It is
Mm.
720p streaming. 4K is actually 1080p streaming. Everything is dubbed down on the streaming platform. It's just like ew.
Um, I don't know what to say because I don't know what to say of what we're going to be doing next.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. What was you wanting to do Wednesday?
Uh, Wednesday I have off. I need to get a hold of I need to get a hold of Johnny. Actually, try to have a three-way conversation. Uh,
Oh yeah, your serial killer thing. Well, as long as you do it about 6 or at about 10, because at 8 I'm going to be on with American Wolf in New Jersey doing the original Evil Dead.
okay, I'm gonna bring up this choice to Johnny too, and I'm gonna ask your opinion. Should we do Jim Jones and the People's Temple, or should we do Albert Fish?
I don't know. But
I'll ask. Um,
well, yeah, I mean, you guys do serial killers, right? Jim Jones is not a serial killer.
it don't have to be just serial killers. I'm planning on
Okay,
adding Jim in there sometime anyway.
okay.
Like it's basically just I don't know why I call it Serial Killer Wednesdays because I wanted to start out with serial killers, but I also want to branch out and do mass suicides and cult as well. Like I want to talk about the Manson family. I want to talk about Jim Jones. I yeah, I just want to talk about a lot of those.
Hold on a second. I am. Damn it.
What is your problem, man?
I'm trying to put my. Well, I can't do it.
Okay. Uh, hey, Chad. Um, uh, he'll be back. Just hold on a second. But anyway, what I was saying, Chad. Um, which would you rather see come from
Oh,
me? Would you rather see Jim Jones and the People's Temple or Albert Fisk?
um. mm,
I was just chatting with the chat for a second.
Oh well, I was trying to put my my link for the wrestling thing in there just in case.
Oh, in the chat?
Yeah, but I couldn't get it in there for some reason. It would not come up where I could put it in there. I went to the I went there and everything. So
You gotta copy the link and then
I
post.
did. I did. The link is copied and everything, and it would not let I would not let me put it in.
Hmm.
Maybe because the last link that I did was send to you. I don't know. I could not. It would not pop up there.
Al says that we should do Jim Jones,
Okay.
and Prism says he don't know anything about Albert Fisk.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put it in the description. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll put it in there after. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, I'll get a hold of Johnny and ask him his opinion of it,
Okay.
and I'll get a hold of you between now and then and be like, hey, what do you want to do?
Okay.
Then we'll.
Well, I mean, if you and Johnny want to do your thing, and then I'll join you next week for Ted Bundy, that's up to you. Because like I said, from 8 to whenever I'm busy.
I can't do next week.
I thought you was gonna be off Wednesdays or whatever.
It's every other Wednesday. I got to do it every 2 weeks. I'm kind of on Johnny's schedule now. I got to do it every other week now.
Okay. Well, then just have me the next time if you want to.
Yes.
That'll be fine. You and Johnny do the thing next week, and then the next time you do it, I'll join, or just me and you, or whatever. Good.
All right. All right, Al. Yeah, I'll definitely do both eventually. I definitely want to do them both. I was just trying to figure out which one to do first.
All right. Well, thank everybody for coming through. Anybody that's interested in my Russell Goria channel, in the description, in the comments and everything, I'm going to be putting I'm going to be adding that link in there, and come and subscribe and all that if you would like. Please like and subscribe. Anybody looking at this hasn't subscribed, and please give it a like and leave a comment or whatever. Thank you very much for coming through. Hope you enjoyed this top 10. We'll be back, not sure exactly because of his work schedule and all, but we'll be back. So thank you much. Much love. That's Drake Kane on Drake Kane's side and his channel. I am GoreAphobe. You guys are not. Much love. Have a good one.